So what is heresy? As I continue looking at this part of my commentary, heresy is simply an aspect of truth taken to an extreme and pushed out of proportion with the whole body of truth. So what I'm trying to challenge us with is that if you're studying the nature of God and you're focusing only on one aspect of God, right? His nature as God the Father, and you're deficient in understanding how he's revealed himself in the person of the Son or the Holy Spirit, well, then you're going to be out of balance when it comes to drawing some conclusions. You're going to come to the idea that God cannot be Jesus or Jesus cannot be God based on your imbalanced view of who God is to begin with. This whole idea creates what we call party spirit in those that respond to it. So you have people who basically rally around the idea that God is one thing or the other, but they're not actually taking the whole Bible, the whole counsel of God into consideration. Connor continues, it is because truth is not seen as one related whole that this particular error happens. No one facet of truth can be used to contradict or distort another facet of truth, or otherwise heresy begins. Think about the heresy that crept up in the very early origins of the Gentile church in the early first centuries, the heresies surrounding the existence of God, the modalisms and the Arianisms and all of these other isms that sought to suppress the truth of the incarnation, that Jesus, that Yeshua was God come to us in human flesh, that the Holy Spirit is very God himself, the identity of Yeshua as as total God and total man. Heresy snuck in to try and make answers where incomplete research existed to begin with. Connor continues, taking one facet of truth and majoring on it alone to the neglect or violation of other truths brings discord. Hence, the need for balance in every emphasis that is being brought to the church today. Connor says that balance is harmony, and harmony is having all parts combined in an orderly and pleasing arrangement. So we're talking about understanding God and appreciating his complex nature. How is it that God can express himself to us and reveal himself to us in his complexity? It blows our mind. It boggles our mind. It challenges us in so many ways. It stretches our understanding of reality when we contemplate the idea of the nature of God and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit. Nevertheless, we start with the foundational truth that there is only one God. If we branch away from that, if we move away from that, if we stray from that foundational aspect, that's when we're inviting heresy into the discussion domain. Let's read this next paragraph here, and then we'll probably begin to draw our study to a close. So, foundationally speaking, actually, the historic Judaisms have it accurate when we're talking about the foundation. God is one, right? The Shema affirms this. There's only one God. The characters of the scriptures, both Old and New Testaments, confirm this. The Shema that we talk about is the watchword of Jewish monotheism. The Shema is foundation. This is why the study is called Exploring the Shema, Discussions on the Issues of Trinity. We'll look at the word Shema here in the verse that I've been using as the origin of my study. We'll look at that in a bit, maybe tonight, maybe next week.